Hi! Another way to create 2D drawings in VisualARQ, in addition to printing the 3D model directly to vector output thanks to the hidden display mode, is the one provided by the Plan View and the Section View commands. These commands produce 2D drawings in the model space that are linked with the 3D model. In this video, we will see the features of Section View object and Section View styles. So let's start by inserting a Section View. I'm going to run this command. Select Section View style. I have only one in this document. Click OK and select a section line, for example the S1. Then I need to select an insert point for that section view. This section view will be generated with more or less time depending on the amount of geometry in the model or the complexity of that geometry. This section view is linked with the 3D model as long as we don't explode it. For example, if I select it and make a copy of it, and we explode the copy, as a result we will get some hatches and lines, but it won't be linked anymore with the 3D model. While now, if we move the section line position and we update this section view, we will see how it updates to the new position and to any changes done in the 3D model. In any case, the geometry inside both objects has the same attributes as the 3D objects it represents. For example, if we hide the layer walls, all the geometry related to walls will hide either in the 3D model than in these 2D views. Same for doors or for the slabs. If we take a look at the properties of the section view, we select it, go to the properties panel, select the section view, we can see some of its features. For example, we can switch the section line which this section view is linked to the section 2. Or we can disable the projection. So only the section geometry will appear in that section view. We can also enable this auto update, so when we change the position of this section line, the section view will update automatically. And we can also control the absolute tolerance or angle tolerance in that section view instead of taking the values defined by document. That way we will have a more or less precise 2D drawing. I'm going to activate the projection back. And now let's take a look at the section view style features. So I'm going to do right click on the section view icon. I can see here I just have one style. And under the attributes tab, we can edit some attributes of the style, like the layer, visibility, text style, dimension, or color, which actually affect only to the section view reference mark. The other attributes, such as the pattern or pattern scale, don't really affect the section view. Under the View Overrides tab, we can override the projection and section attributes assigned to the geometry in the section view. For example, I'm going to create a new section view style by doing right-click here, New style. I'm going to rename it as Solid. And in this case, I'm going to select a solid hatch pattern that will override the section pattern assigned to all objects in that view. I can also change the projection color into a gray color for the objects displayed in projection. I click OK. And now I can select this section view and change the style. And this is what we get as a result. By the way, we can change the position of section text by selecting the control point and moving it to another position. Now we have the section views ready to be printed as well. And in the case of the exploded geometry, we can export it to DWG. And it's recommended to do it with exploded geometry instead of the block, because this always requires a section line to exist. In other words, if we exported that block to a new file, as soon as we updated it, it will disappear because it will lack from a section line and geometry to display.